Hello, everybody. Just give me a second here. Hello, hello.
The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will.
Hope everyone's doing all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think just checking out the stream here.
The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will. The heat is trying, but 'tis the god's will.
Yeah, I already heard you, buddy. Welcome back to some Metaphor ReFantazio. Where we last left off, we were getting our butt kicked for the most part, but we finally finished the side dungeon. Because of that, we unlocked Yufa as one of the followers, which leaves one more person left as a follower. The followers. Also got to hang out with some people, bond with them. So who do we have? Whoa, whoa. Hey, Erased. Oh, and hey, Phoenix. Oh, that's sucky. Yeah, you're about to head to bed, but good to hear from you. Happy New Year. And yeah, Erased, this game is pretty fun. Okay. So we last left. Okay, so who should I hang out with? Maria. Started with Yufa. And there is Stroll. Let me see. But yeah, this game has been pretty good. I hope everyone gets a chance to play at some point. But so Bloodborne. Oh man, I need to go play. It just reminded me. I need to go back to Sekiro at some point. There was I got Souls out last year, and I got so drained from it. But I need to go back because I want to get to the point where I can play. I haven't played Bloodborne yet at all, and I hear great things about it. Oh wait, oh it's like a third. Ooh, maybe I hang out with Stroll. I wonder if he'd come with me. Yeah, we should talk. Where is he? Well, you're doing better than me. You haven't played it for 2 weeks. I haven't played it for like 5 months or something. Well,
What now?
I can't even remember the last time I played it. Oh, there he is. There's Stroll.
Hey.
I got. You know where I am? Did you finish Sekiro? I don't know if I don't know if you finished it already, but like, or not finished it, but if you already did a full playthrough of it before. I'm like stuck on one of the. I don't even know to consider the main boss, but I'm trying to remember what happened last time. One of the last bosses I beat was a big knight in armor, but I don't think that was even a boss. I think that was like a mini boss, I think. Oh, you finished it for sixth time? Okay. Well, Okay, yeah. Now I remember. It was the freaking beast, the one where I think it was like a monkey or gorilla, where when you kill it the first phase, you cut its head off, and then it fights you with a headless. Like that was where I last left off. Yeah, that one, and I think I just stopped. I think at that point because there's a lot of games coming out around that time, so I'm like, ugh. But I need to go back because after I don't know how. I don't even know how far I am in that game. I think one of my mods told me it is a good boss. It is cool. I think my mod told me I'm like about halfway. If since I'm at that boss, I forget what she said. Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you. Then let's make for the royal capital. I hope turns out for the best. All right. Well, let's see, Stroll. But yeah, I need to go back to Sekiro. Maybe I'll go back over this weekend, just so I can like continue it. I've been informed about the land. Oh wait, this conversation could have been far less roundabout if you informed me of your assets. Yeah, I will. But also hope you're doing well. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but uh, hope your New Year's was pretty fun. This conversation could have been far less roundabout if you only informed me of your assets. What are these documents? The contract, lad. You seem rather hurried, so I'll waste no time preparing it. With but a signature, you become a landowner.
Worry not.
This is countryside land, yes, but the price is a rare bargain. The owner forfeited it after losing his fortunes on a gamble.
I see.
There was an owner, then I'm right to presume this land still has tenants. Yes, quite a few. They're yours to command. Vacate them, employ them, the choice is yours. Your property, your people. A bargain, wouldn't you say? The total acreage is a bit smaller than Halia. Minor details, just that it's readily available, and that alone makes it valuable. There's even an estate manor you can claim at your convenience. Dang, that's it. You're starting. That's pretty good. You're going. Well, I also need to go work out. I've been working out, but like I didn't think about if I want to go to the gym. But I've been doing well. Continuing streaming. Honestly, I'm just glad last year I accomplished the goal of hitting affiliate. Honestly, that was like the highlight. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, Phoenix. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get my PC soon, so I can like start streaming there and like get some stuff there. Because I also want to like do like One of my goals is like do like at least do a PNG tuber thing. I don't know. I don't want to remain face like. There has to be something on screen besides like my voice. See, I kind of want to do that. I'm more inclined to doing the home gym. That's just more fun, in my opinion.
No.
It matters, actually. Something seems off about this.
Yeah.
Right. If there are already residents there, I'd be introducing conflict by moving the Hollians on top of them. Needless to say, this land won't let me realize my vision. Why do you concern yourself with the squatters? If they're of no use to you, push them out of the sight and out of mine. A Lord hardly deserves a title without land to govern. You wouldn't reject this contract knowing that. Stick to your idea. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience. You remember my parents saying.
Apologies.
I do apologize, Lord Hydron, but I can't in good conscience sign this. I don't know about VTuber. I low key. I had a conversation with a friend about it as a joke, and I'm like, I could, but that is first of all, I would need to make a good living off Twitch. Like I would need a good steady income because that costs a lot. And second of all, I don't know how I feel about having an anime version of me or like an animated version. So we'll see if I grow by that point and people really want it, sure. But I'm not going to be like pushing for that so at the moment right now. Oh, okay, he ripped it up. Do you know what refusal you would do in my reputation? As a noble, you must know that this will have ramifications.
Yeah.
All the land in the world does not make a lord until he shoulders responsibility of protecting its people. To hell with nobles who can't recognize that. In fact, I would like to make a counter offer. I will buy 100 of your vacant houses here in the capital. What? 100? Vacant or not, residences do not come cheap in the capital. Your ilk could never afford them. I've already verified the going market rate. My ilk has more than enough to cover the cost. You're surprised? I looked into it while you were helping me make inquiries. Clever. That was clever move, Stroll.
Now then.
I know I'm just a countryside noble, but you wouldn't dream of overcharging me, would you? It would certainly have ramifications. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, now I'm hungry. Even though I just ate dinner not that long ago, but... Dang. That sounds nice. Indeed, your petition would certainly suffer were it come to light you were trying to scam us.
No.
Of course not. I would simply make a competitive offer for a vacant house you cannot seem to find a buyer for. You would stand to profit, really. Just the idiocy I expect from a son of a backwater lord who cannot even flee correctly. You sacrifice your house in the name of sheltering peasants. You may as well toss the money down to the lake train. It insults the entire aristocracy, and you'll live to regret it. You're the one who will live to be sorry. This country will change, and corrupt nobles like you when it comes to extinction. I had freaking Del Taco for dinner. I have to go get groceries tomorrow. And I also felt lazy to cook anyway, so I just got some Del Taco.
Now then.
My parents who risked their lives to protect their people are my real nobles and my heroes. Now, Lord Hydrant, shall we put ink to parchment? That was clever, Straw.
What then?
Young master, you used your inheritance to purchase houses for us in the capital. Your generosity for us goes too far. Be at ease, old friend. I'm just being stubborn, perhaps being even selfish. The more I ponder what I should do, the less clear the answer became. But when I asked myself what I truly wanted, I knew without a doubt. Yeah, as long as I'm satisfied, but tomorrow I'm gonna cook. I want to see your smiles again, the ones I remember from a simpler time. I wanted those smiles to come naturally. A nobleman is the shield of his people in his people's hands, durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry out. Else, what value does he have? Another gem of my parents' wisdom. I am sorry, though. I know you wanted House Heladius to rise again. No, you have to show us the way to live with more pride than any fortune or glory could impart. It's been my life's greatest honor, greater than any words could express, to have served such a dignified family.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry to have left you to languish for so long. From here on, I hope happier times win the day.
Wow.
Young Master Leo, pardon,
Thank you.
Lord Stroll. It is with utmost gratitude we accept these accommodations in the royal capital. Allow me to honor the gathering Halia's other refugees. Let's be our lives anew, dreaming that one day we will unfurl the banner of House Heladius and serve its new lord proudly.
Yeah.
Rangif, and everyone, I thank you. Once my journey is over, I'll be back.
Thank you.
And thanks to you as well, Phantom. I could have made it through without you. It's all you, bro. Well, it was your interpretations that saw us through, Stroll. You're a genuine friend, you know that?
You know?
If I had the power to save someone, then I will. As straightforward as it can be. When someone needs a helping hand, I'll be there to extend it. Your sincerity made me realize about that by myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wager my parents were much the same. I think living my life with that in mind is what they'd expect of me. Let's go.
He. Now. A new power.
Oh, snap.
I've got it, Father.
And now the samurai. Alright, we've got a new archetype. Okay, Loki, I wanted to see you.
Well,
I should visit my parents' grave. I think I owe them an apology for failing to rebuild their house with their inheritance. I'm so glad you found refuge here in the capital, Ringgift. I even found a merchant my father knew as well.
that's...
Your father would tell us all the time if there was ever an emergency, we should get out of the capital. In Grand Trad, but that's, pay me no mind. Before we return, shall we tour your new accommodations? Dude, I love the music in this game. Alright, so I can hang out with Alonzo. Let me hang out with him. Oh, there he is.
Isn't that?
Oh, hey, you have some quests we could have reported. Oh yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Sorry about that. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry, just leave me alone. I can't do that. Oh yeah, his mother died last time. Well, if anyone was gonna pester me, I'm glad it's you.
Sorry.
Could you spare me a bit of time? No problem.
Thank you, truly.
I did some more digging on the landowner who burned my village down. When I thought I hit bottom, I found more behind him that I haven't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. I thought I had the upper hand, shadowing him and those he associated with, but they've been looking into me as well. They untangled the web of lies as Cuculus and struck first. What a fool I've been. My village, my mother, they're all gone. I've lost everything. Be strong. I just wanted to save my hometown. His taxes were extortion, and he siphoned the village's trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty, the ills that accompany it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for him, that my mother would be happy. But I got too caught up with my heroics and underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own.
Damn it all.
Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him, an even more powerful enemy who left to be left unscathed. I endangered everyone's lives because I didn't realize that. And it was my mother, my own mother, who paid the price. Died, they say. In my waking hours, on all my dreams, I hear the villagers demanding my death. I only begin this endeavor to free them, to give them their joy back. So if my death is what will give them that now, I have to.
No!
Was it your mother's wish for you to die? My mother's.
Mother.
Wanted me to live. But what's the point in living when all I have are my sins? Why? Why do you not blame me?
That's...
Because living is the only way to atone for those sins. Live to atone, not by dying. I wonder if there's anything I could still do. I don't think there is, but just because you believe in me, I think I'd go on living just a little longer. Dang, it's pretty depressing, actually.
This is what you and Mother wanted.
Ooh, discounts the prices at magic shops in all the cities. Increase the monetary reward for completing requests. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty good. I've not the slightest clue what to do next. I'm not a good person. Not like my mother was. And I don't have some special power like you do. Like you do. You will, right? It would be rather hasty of me to end my life here and now. Thank you, Phantom. I finally realized that as long as I have you, the world is mine to fool. Gotcha, erased. Do you face it again? I'll set the stage. I have some fun tricks in store for you. I don't know what Alonso's skimming, but at least... Oh,
Good night.
Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
This here.
Hey.
Well then.
Just lovely.
What now?
Sorry, I'm just doing something really quick. Okay. I should probably hang out with Yufa more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, map's over here.
Let's go. Hey.
I beg your pardon.
Can I appreciate it? Oh, you're right, I do.
Now then.
What did everyone do today? Yeah, okay, most of them want to hang out with Yufa. Yeah, let me hang out with her. I don't have the courage to do this alone.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Algebra to the same. Wait a second.
Sorry.
Actually, let me make sure if there's... give me a second. I need to check on something real quick. course.
I'm very happy.
Really, that would make me so happy. So this is Browhaven. There are so many foods here which I have never seen on the island. This bone-in meat, it's used as a ritual offering, yes? Has the heart been left out to dry somewhere? Miss, I must ask you to refrain from making such unsavory quibbles about our products.
Pardon me.
I apologize, I didn't intend for that, too. The last thing I need is my customers thinking about its rituals and organs. Bah. Sorry about that. Last thing, this is exactly why nobody cares for you, Miss Starry.
Oh,
Well, no, I'm grateful. I was rude to the shopkeeper, even if it was just because of my excitement at seeing such interesting wares. Yeah, don't worry about it. You shouldn't worry too much about
is
it.
it true?
I heard that there are all sorts of different people in this city, and that makes it dangerous. But being pagan, I suppose I'm the most different. A frightening prospect.
Oh,
But there are so many kind people too. Why, at the other place we visited, someone even offered me a special deal on a pail which pours good fortune. That person was probably saw you were a traveler and tried to take advantage. What? But maybe it wasn't a pail, but a flower face? Everything's sounding so different from my own. It's a bit overwhelming, but also such a thrill. The clothes, the food, even the plants are completely foreign to me. And though we're not far from the island, there is this exotic smell in the air. You smell that? What is it? There's a tinge of sweetness. It makes me nostalgic. I don't know anything about the smell. It's so rich. There's complexity to it. It kind of tickles the nose. Shall we try to follow it to its source?
this is the place.
Here we are. It's not very strong, but there's a complex smell. This is a Sanctus church, isn't it? Maybe they use perfume in some sort of ceremony. Are you here to pray? Oh, sorry, but no.
No.
Do you have some business at here at church? We're curious about the smell.
I see.
Ah, I see that young lady here is Mustari. Oh crap.
Actually,
Well, pleased to meet you. My name is Yufa. This is Phantom. Is it right for me to make introductions?
No.
Are you perhaps the one I heard about? The one who's been stirring up a ruckus? Never mind, I shan't pry. I am Hyperic. If you're interested in Sancticism, I would love to talk further with you. But I'm afraid I haven't had the time today, so I was about to escort Avi here, this child, on their way home.
Ovi.
I was just praying with Master Hyperic, and visiting Mama in the sick room. In the sick room?
Truthfully.
Her mother is very ill. She's currently being cared for at this church. I apologize for leaving us so soon after you traveled so far. Hope you will visit again. Whenever you wish, I'll be
I'll see
waiting.
you again soon.
Oh, sure.
See
Until
you
next
later.
time. Bye-bye, you fun Phantom. See you later. Oh, what was that like? Close Ray. I wasn't intending to visit a church, but I'm glad I got to speak with a follower of Sanctism. I wouldn't mind learning more about Sanctus in general. I'm curious about the differences between them and us. The Mustari, I mean.
Well, now,
Would you mind maybe visiting this place again with me? I admit I prefer not to go unless I'm alone.
Sure.
Of course I'll come with you.
thank you greatly.
Thank you so much. But I'm warning you, I'm going to chant your name while I sleep, so you don't forget this promise. It's kind of cute. I'm glad I invited you out. The outside world isn't as harsh towards pagans as I thought it would be.
It's strange. Until recently, I lived
Oh.
with such fear.
Reduces the summoner lineage. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, the chances of anxiety? Nice. But there's something a little off about this church. Maybe I'm just managing things. Alright, sorry about that. I'm sorry, it's gotten quite late. We should start heading back. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. I'll hang out with Juna. He would make a good escort.
Hey.
I wonder when the faint glance will be ready. Waiting is the one thing I'm not good at. Oh, guess what? It's time to pick up my outfit from the tailor. Can we go get it, my good man? We're one step closer to lifting up some spirits. I treasure these moments.
Thanks.
Thank you for being such a good sport. Let's head to the tailor in Brownhaven then.
Hello.
Hello there. I come to pick up my dress for the festival. I thought that Rosante girl who picked it up earlier was in your empty employ, Lady Juna? Oh boy. The Rosante girl said it couldn't be. That singer who was shouting at you from last year's festival?
Cool.
Her name was Meritus, and if she's still harassing me, that outfit is in danger.
Hurry!
Perhaps she hasn't gone far. Let's have a good look around. Oh, there she is, over there.
Please.
Meritus, right? Did you take my outfit? If so, I'll have it black, please.
What do you want?
Your outfit? Don't play dumb. You're the only one who have gall to stoop so low. Oh, really? Well, I did pick up my dress earlier, but it's just so last year, so it's in ashes now.
That's...
You wouldn't. No matter how much you made this like Juna, there was no need to burn it. It was my dress to do what I want with. They tailored it with my measurements just last year. And they have the audacity to trot you in the same bloody dress. The comparisons alone will make a mockery of me. You're a big, famous songstress. What the hell compels you to show up out of the blue for a sideshow and steal my livelihood? So you listen. Bow out, or I'll spread those pretty Erica flowers all over the stage. They're poisonous, of course. Perfect for a viper like you. Maybe you'll shed your skin and we'll find out what a cute little thing you really are.
Hold on!
Phantom, don't. Why Erica flowers? I can't. I'm scared. If there are Erica flowers on stage,
No.
I'll be right there beside you. Don't worry. Too true, my ever-reliable escort. I'm sure I'll be fine. I know I was asked to do it, but in a way, I did steal this performance from her. Still, I can't let all the people looking forward to it down now.
So, a song.
Music shares its origins with magic, you know. A song has the power to lift spirits and ease sorrows. As a child, music was my only hope in the way. I want to share that hope with people all over the world, through the magic that we call song. People used to say my head was in the clouds, that I was a dreamer. But it's not a dream. It's both my reality and my future. I can achieve it. I will achieve it. You're not so different, I imagine. You're making an effort to take the future in your hands. Quite a pair we make, Yeah.
I can't get... Now then.
I decided, forget the dress. I'll show up just as I am. No bells and whistles.
Thanks.
I appreciate you being here today. Let's stop by Capra and tell him about the outfit, and then head back.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Speaking of...
Yep.
Well then.
Yeah.
Just lovely.
Like finishing out with Stroll. Actually, let's do that. Actually,
Yeah.
no more putting this off. I must steal myself. Yo, Stroll.
Hey.
I got the lance, and now all we need is the tide. I ought to stay busy so I don't overthink this. Oh, that's out. Yeah. Let's go now.
Thanks a bunch.
Truly, thank you. You've been such a great help. Can you point the gauntlet runner toward my village again?
You know, I'm truly blessed
Oh
with
yeah,
good fortune.
fully voice act.
I was born into nobility, lived a carefree childhood, and I even survived a human attack. But more than all of that, I've met people I can trust. I'm further blessed in friendship. Sometimes it frightens me. I question whether or not I deserve to have all this.
Of course you do.
Hearing you say it helps me believe it. After all, I was only able to help the people here because of my parents' wealth. The inheritance just happened to be in the royal capital, and the people of Harlia were coincidentally in the same place.
Maybe you should be glad things turned out so well.
I suppose you're right. I don't regret using the full inheritance as I did for a moment. Given a second chance, I would do the exact same thing. But I think I defied my parents in some way. That's my only regret in all this.
I'm sure they'd have done the same.
I just don't know. Even during the attack, my parents shielded me from the fighting. They told me to get to Grand Trad with all haste. Grand Trad. Rangif said my parents told him the same. They wanted everyone to flee to the capital. And then the merchant in the capital was the one keeping the inheritance. Is this all really coincidence?
No, your parents orchestrated it this way.
If that's true, though, do you think my parents might have intended the inheritance to be... Oh, the family treasure my father mentioned in the letter. He wasn't talking about the inheritance. He meant the people. A nobleman is the shield in his people's hands. Durable enough to protect them, but light enough to carry. Else what value does he have? I continue to find ways I never understood my parents.
They put their faith in you.
In me. They had faith. In me. I'd always thought I'd been a worthless son to them.
You've done your parents the greatest of honors.
Have I? Father. Mother. Leave the people of Harlia in my hands. No. Leave the fate of this country to me. Someday, I will restore our home. Everyone will come back to live in peace. And I won't let anyone take it from us, ever again. But this isn't about my family. This tragedy must never be allowed to be repeated anywhere. On my pride as a noble, I swear it.
I can sense Stroll's unrivaled trust and his determination to change the future.
The proud noble Stroll, keeper and heritor of the warrior's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Oh man, let's go.
I'm going to change the future with you.
4. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rate greatly increases. In the grand fantasy, Stroll is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment. What does that mean?
Thank you.
Of course.
Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience. My parents' mantra has never been more clear to me. You keep moving forward. Do what you know to be just. And I will be just a step behind, no matter what. Look back, and you will find hope. Don't forget that.
With a vision of Holly I restored, clear in my mind, I spent a moment enjoying the wind in my face and returning the others. Oh, you have now the full support of the people of Holly. Oh. Oh yeah, let me check out the new.
What now?
So yes, healer. We're. Oh, he needs Swordmaster at 20 in general. Oh. And he. Are you not in the midst of a tournament right now? Well, nothing about you surprises me anymore, no matter how bizarre. I've been waiting for you. Listen carefully. I'm putting a new major plan into motion. Great, come with me.
Understand?
I've discovered something interesting. The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village. So his valet often comes through the town. However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection, and that's when I plan to nab him.
What?
Nab him how? Trust me, he'll behave himself.
Wow.
But it would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down to the forest path where there'll be no witnesses. I spread rumors about humans appearing on village roads for that express purpose. The man guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out to him.
And then?
And I'd like you to accompany me there as well.
About that.
Why would you need me there? Just to bear witness. A grand operation such as this is not a one-man job. Thank you. We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves out of riches will come to an end.
Seriously?
What is your plan exactly? A long time ago, my mother brought home a weak sapling she found. The tree was practically dying, but it still bore a small fruit, and with it seeds. My mother planted them and gave away the new saplings to our neighbors. Before long, there was an orchid in one corner of our village. The mere sight of it was breathtaking. My mother refused any credit. She said the tree itself wanted to grow, wanted to bear fruit. That's when I realized, perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue wanting to blossom.
It's fine.
That's what I'm betting on, so make sure you go out and change the world, Phantom.
Leave it to me.
And expect no less from the future king I went all in on.
I implore you.
May this seed grow into a large tree under the which many gather. Hey, we're cultivating the future, eh?
You're all I have left in this world. Understand?
I can use my network to arrange which afternoon the inspection occurs. Let me know soon. Be waiting. Coolio.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, let me see if I can go. Maybe I can go. Oh, I hear a voice. Ooh, maybe talk with her. I know a Barden.
You've come.
Ah, you're here. Blood you well. Personally, sorry, forget it. Right beside myself at the moment. What's wrong?
Aye.
They had another vote for governor. Should be announcing the results any minute. I'm gonna go take a lesson. And now you behold the results. I'll admit it was closer than I expected. But regardless, henceforth I shall instead of you, Barden. Impossible. There can't be that many people who support the likes of you.
Unscrupulous.
You bribed the rotters, or you rigged the vote. You're too much a coward to act honest. There's no foul play to be had here, Barden. We had the whole thing under close watch, and there was nothing suspicious about it.
It's absurd.
That can't be. Your watchers missed something, and for all we know, Gastro lackeys are afoot.
And look.
Barden, relax. The expression on your face is going to scare people. Barden, you doubt even me now. This is pitiful to watch, Barden. You need to accept the truth.
Seriously.
Ordinary men with delusions of heroism are not fit to rule. You are at fault for all that's happened. But you all supported me. That's why I became governor. That's why I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it.
But please.
And now you're all looking at me like I'm scum. I was protecting you. I was acting for the common good.
How can it be?
You asked me to protect you. I fall short on one wee thing, and then it's all whispers behind my back. Who among ye cares about the town? Have it your way. Will of the people, Gastro can protect ye now. Shouting insults and then running away. A shirker of responsibility to the very end. Well, no matter. Good riddance. Now here's how we'll handle security. Lord Barden, there's a giant sandworm. Where's Sir Barden? I must report him as soon as possible.
Let's not lose our heads.
About that. Reports go to Lord Gastro henceforth. What's the matter? A giant sandworm nest has been spotted, and that worm is now approaching. Sir Barden said to report anything like this right away.
Oh no. Oh no.
A giant sandworm? Sir Gastro, what do we do?
What?
Calm down. We have defensive barriers, yes. The ones he built with your taxes. Besides, a giant sandworm wouldn't come here, would it? Well, we thought it wouldn't, but...
You mean to keep going?
Barden only had you looking for nests, so he wouldn't have an excuse to collect taxes for defense. It was a part of deceit.
Yeah.
You understand me? Nothing's happening. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Hey.
Is there a giant sandworm coming? Oh, it's you. What in the world should I do? Now that I've been ousted, now that I've...
Whoa.
You said a giant sandworm's coming here. That's the human one, too. Those defensive barriers won't stand a chance against a human. But there's nothing I can do now. No governor anymore.
Hang on.
There is something you can do.
On the other hand.
Me, Bate? No, you had the right of it. There's no time for self-pity. The human must be stopped.
True.
But first things first, I don't want to see the town fall into chaos. Have the guards declare it was a false alarm. While they do that, I'll exterminate the beastie myself. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
But, truth be told, against a human, I don't stand a chance. Here, I'll put aside my pride and ask you to help me, Phantom. Please.
Yeah.
Of course I'll help. Phantom, I'm forever in your debt.
I see.
But think of that nonsense. I was just saying, pretending I couldn't do anything. Why, you don't need to be governor to protect the people?
I shall bar his meddling with Martira.
Okay,
Is
let's
that
go.
right, then?
So it won't take a full turn. It'll have it down for switching party members. We should be able to get there quickly if we call them under. I'm going to investigate the location, so I hope you come back another day.
This one's important.
Okay, here we go.
I thank you.
Much thanks to you, Phantom. We'll send the monster back to the hell it came from. Well, there's no one to hang out with. I'll go hang out with Ross then.
Oh,
Hello there. Come to check on the progress of the lance. You ought to know. I never work on it where those brothers could see. So, how goes the relic search? Have you found anything? Even if it seems like a piece of rubbish, show it to me anyway. There might be a hidden trick to it like the others. And handing Ross the junk we picked up during the travels. And this looks like no more than a rubbish at a glance, but I say never hurts to be thorough. If this goes here, then capital. Never gets old. Absolutely magnificent. All the wisdom of the ancients staying in the palm of my hand. Really gives a chap the strength to go on.
That's awful.
It's like this every time. At this point, I think your reactions are more interesting than the relic, Naras.
well.
So this was set up like this, eh? Dang, it could be forward compatible with modern design. Aha! Eureka! I've struck, lad. Thunderstruck. The Naras a moment ago was a driveling buffoon compared to the now. It's all thanks to you, Phantom.
Thank you.
But you know, the more I see them, the more mysterious they get. They're fundamentally different from igniters in both process and function.
That's...
Ordinarily, magic wasn't just viable without magma and magic igniters, whether for the gauntlet runners or otherwise. In fact, this country's technology practically relies on magic igniters. Dangerous dependency that might be why I'm so drawn to these relics, are you lot? Do you dislike the igniters? No, they're fine things that are quite worth researching, but willing power beyond one's limits is a fast track to madness. I ain't seen it happen, old boy.
The truth is...
Took a lot of experimentation. I forget that. Truth be told, I was once approached by the government to personally participate in igniter development. They gathered up some destitute parapets who had no other place to go, and subject them to experiment after awful experiment.
About that.
You didn't stop it? The experiments have already started by the time they got around asking me, and at that point my descent would have been met with an insect underfoot. I lost track of several engineers, and once considered friends that did participate, and it's hard to imagine what evils they worked there. Us tech-minded manics, we're all too easily led astray. Dangle some new technology in front of our eyes, and curiosity will win over ethics every time. I never really openly opposed projects. I'm absorbing myself in gauntlet runner research. Thinking back on it, I suppose that was an easy way to bury a guilty conscience. Naive as it was, I wanted to be responsible for an invention that inspired dreams, not one meant only for death and destruction. And now after all that, I've been kicked back down to the bottom rung.
No.
I said this is more of a step up, no? You're not wrong. These days I get to cruise and ramble as I please, with a seat in the prince's own runner. Though it's only because of my past choices that I can show off my best work nowadays, and the entire kingdom is a fine venue for it. A scholar could ask nothing more.
I'm a lucky man to be part of your
All that said, I hope you still keep an eye out for these relics, eh?
This one's important.
However...
Something is nagging me, though. Why the devil are all these relic pieces so scattered around the world? Seems to me like they're once part of a greater whole. So is this some kind of natural, coincidental dispersible, or something else altogether? Well, next time you bring a relic, we may very well get the answer. Counting you as always.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Dang, most of this dungeon has been like hanging out with people.
Look at this.
Well then.
It's lovely.
Alright then. Let's head there right away.
Everyone's here.
Now then.
And right there's a labyrinth. Let's see. Yeah, but it's your...
Ah, danger.
Oh. Let's see. What a be... And right, that's where you want to... It's your call.
Yeah, no, let's use these days to...
Alright.
I'll see you again soon.
I'd like to go again with him if I could. Yeah, let's keep hanging out with her.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll ride by Alderberry all the same. Hey, I wonder if you'll be willing to go to Broadhaven with me. You have time to spare?
I'm quite grateful.
Okay, we came from the tavern, having heard Hyperic was lingering there.
Well, now...
Sanctor Hyperic, what are you doing at a tavern? I've come to pick up Avi. She helps out here from time to time.
No.
They told me lots of nice things today, for the first time ever. They say I dance really good in front of the customers. You know how to dance, Avi? I do too. My mother taught me a ceremonial dance. Oh, can you teach me someday? Of course.
Well then.
You'll teach me too, won't you?
Yes, of course.
Alright, first thing to clear your mind is to study your spirit. Mr. Hyperic, I want to practice a bunch of Show Mama. And you may, so long as your prayers are never neglected.
And so now...
Now then, the visit indicates you like to learn more of Sanctimism, yes? How much do you know about our noble faith, may I ask? Just the basics a bit here and there. Then let's begin with the core of our beliefs. In Sanctimism, we receive divine teachings from God. We follow the will of the Almighty God and offer Him our prayers. With a selfless heart, that
I
is.
see.
A selfless heart. The idea sounds quite different from the Dragon God faith. We aspire to take the hands of our gods in our own to confront difficulties, and yet fight beside them with our own strength. Such are our teachings. I see. While that is an intriguing belief, what of those who haven't the strength to fight? The children, the elderly, or the infirm? The anxiety which plagues this world is through no fault of our own, and so we pray to escape these hardships and injustices. Oh, it's time to go visit Mama, Mr. Hyperic. Yufa, can we talk at the church? Let's go.
Well...
Pardon me, Sanctor Hyperic, but what kind of illness is Avi's mother afflicted with? Your concern touches my heart. You are a kind person, Miss Yufa. Oh, it's just, I lost both of my parents when I was around Avi's age. Yufa, are you and Phantom going to... convent? Oh, what? Oh, I mean, if you mean convert. Convert. If you ever wish to do so, we will gladly accept you into our faith, unless you find our prayers meaningless. No, that's not what I... We can decide our own faith. Nothing's for certain anyway. I see, that is unfortunate to hear. Then I hope this won't be the end of the discussion. We all live with anxiety in our hearts, and it's through sancticism that we can find salvation. I simply want you to keep that in mind. What was that? Nothing more than a breeze. Now then, I hate to cut this short, but I'm needed elsewhere. Oh, alright. Thank you very much for your time.
See you later.
Yufa, teach me how to dance next time, okay?
No.
That was unexpected. Converting was never so much as I thought I had.
Sure.
Everyone should believe in what they wish to believe.
Indeed.
You're right about that. In fact, since I'm no longer a sacrificial priestess, the choice is mine for the first time. I don't think Hyperic was wrong what he said. We all have spiritual anxiety. We're yearning for something we can depend on. And for some, that's syncretism. I feel like I better understand syncretism now that I've experienced it myself, and I could have done it without you. You gave me the courage to expose myself to new unfamiliar things. So now I want to see and learn more about the world. But I also want to be by your side, Phantom. Oh.
I see it is my turn to test my
While in
mettle.
reserve, the amount. Okay, yeah, let's go. Ugh. I'm not sure that's to win, and there's that smell again. Sorry, my head is suddenly hurting. Let's come back here to investigate later. There's something about this place which makes me feel so ill at ease. As we headed back to the group, I worried that Yufa seemed a little unwell. Wow, there's someone to hang out with.
What do you want to do?
All right then. All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Wait, you can do the Colosseum at night?
Yeah. Really?
This heat is such a bother.
This is the best.
You're here. That's where the rank lead. Let's hear it.
Fight on!
Gonna be tough.
What'll it be? Fight another d-
Let's rumble.
Come on, come on.
Oh boy.
Enemies up ahead.
That was brilliant.
Amazing. Great move right there.
I'm right here.
I can feel greater power.
That was neatly done.
Oh snap.
Different level.
Ice on the money.
Brilliant. Bank all blow by your challenge, Phantom. Magnificent work. All the monsters have been annihilated. Wow, that was so easy, and I leveled up from that.
Bravo!
Brilliant. Absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. And bronze 1. Let's go. Ooh.
Look at you.
All right.
Fight another day.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's a letter and package from
Look at
Barton.
this.
Let's go. Ooh, life-saving medicine.
About the currents.
And Ross's lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off the Algebra soon. Considering Fidelo is still on the mend, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? An excellent suggestion.
I too will.
Shall accompany you in this. I'm quite sure that will be most useful.
So?
We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow, so if there's anything else you want to do, let's get it done during the day.
Just let me.
What now?
Oh wow, here we go.
Hey, mister.
Hello?
What can you buy? Oh, this is for food. Oh. Well, that was expensive. Did not mean to... Oops.
Hey, mister.
Oh, well. Alright, give me a second. I need to go back real
What
quick.
now? All right then.
Let's go.
We've a special sale.
Yeah. All right then. All right then.
We'll hang out with Maria this time.
Mister. Mister.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Thank you. You know.
Is Mr. Neros there? Do you think he can help me make a sign? Let's go ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, my heart's already beating very fast. I'm a little nervous.
Aha!
Oh, a present, you'll say? No cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create. We need the best, so I came to you. Color me intrigued. You piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
You really mean it? This design, I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? I'm thus inspired. Such lively light and work and vibrant colors. A truly innovative schematic. My girl, you're quite the brightening artisan, are you not? This sign is sure to brighten up even the gloomiest of avenues and greatest boulevards. Thank you very much. Ah, yes, I know I got a fine cut of wood around here that was destined for this purpose. Should it be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike? Yes.
Amazing.
Wow, Mr. Neuros is really helping us. I can't believe it. I'm glad we asked him to help.
Yeah.
Yup, I really hope Miss Fabian likes it. I didn't ask her before we started making it. I hope it wouldn't be a bother. Ahoy, young lady! The sign is now ready to astound the people of this city. It should be installed into an optimal angle, so I will need to handle that myself. Certainly. To the honeybee!
Let's go!
Hurry, mister, let's go. Let's go. Dang it. I guess it wouldn't be that hard, I guess.
Now then.
I'll install the sign now, so step back and leave the space for work. Leave the space to work.
Wow!
Oh, wow, it's so sparkly. An astute observation, little miss, but there's more to this work than good looks. She's built to last, as well. I've outdone myself once again, and I'm sure you'll agree.
Maria?
Maria, have you returned home?
You know.
Look, Miss Fabian, I asked Mr. Neuros to make this for you. You said the last sign was too old, so do you like the one we made instead?
Right.
Maria designed it herself. Oh, Maria, you did this for me.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, she meant... Oh, Maria... Oh. Thank you. Of course, I absolutely adore it.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad.
Wonderful.
It's a truly wonderful sign, and it's so well built, too. It's the perfect way for the inn to greet new guests. Just look at all these smiling faces. If he could see you now, why, he might even shed a tear.
Huh?
Oh no, Miss Fabian, are you crying? Pay no mind, dear. The sign is so bright my eyes are still adjusting.
You all.
Now then, how about a feast? On the house, of course. To thank you for all of this. You'll come and eat, won't you? Oh, of course, of course. It would be quite rude to turn down free drink, would it not?
Oh, good.
I'm glad. Miss Fabian really loved it, I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah, but it made her cry. Do you think Papa would cry too? Do people cry when they're happy? Yeah, you're right. Miss Fabian really was happy. Was really happy. Am I just like Papa now? Of course, you did a great job.
Yay.
Do you really think that made Papa happy too?
You know.
You know, when you gave me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. But your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside. It makes me really happy and excited to look at them. I want everybody else to have fun too. I want to give that feeling to a lot of people.
By the way.
There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset. Everyone is sad, in trouble, and lonely. Both grown-ups and kids. Everyone is suffering, just like I
I'll
was.
do my best.
But I'm okay now, so I want to make things okay for everybody else too. Aw.
I wonder if Papa is watching.
I want to make sure that boy's feeling okay too.
Maria!
Maria, could you come in here and help me serve the food? Let's go. I can't wait to eat. Oh, here we go.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
You good, Del?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just the twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember, once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me. Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me. Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects.
Oh, Jesus, don't say
You
that.
mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle.
Oh, God.
And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if now? What if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, though. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognize the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
That's kind of...
What the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but You're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now. Do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them.
Yeah, that's what happened with Glottal, or whatever. I forgot his name, but he tried to ambush us through a sneak attack.
Identify yourself and agree to fight. Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road.
Yeah, right? So, okay.
I'll protect Juna. I promise.
But where is this coming from? Honestly.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Okay, so that's...
Down. Gotta be faster than that! You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it, you haven't won yet!
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
We sent Riley back to the Grand Chat with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too one in to notice. Okay, interesting. Oh boy.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Dell's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head berries in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it. In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh? Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember?
Is fantasy truly dead?
Anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye.
Oh, that's true.
But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
Aww.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan. We could invite Lady Juna over. Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. The dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Well then, we'll be departing today, but what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in the ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Oh, interesting. It's causing me to record. Sure. With that aside, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down. It's already evening. Whoa! Cool.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I know it is a festival in the dragon
true.
god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not
Okay, you know what,
as
Neuros?
on the mechanicals as us
Let 'em have fun.
but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what
What
really
the heck?
happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Asbury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Forget Hulkenberg.
This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Did you think about the crier, though?
It's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice burst forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right? What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
These things?
But he's crying. This fruit.
What the fuck?
In old times, so long times ago, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
What?
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. You don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone? Have you decided on someone?
You, Gallica. I like Juno. I go with Juno. I know there's no romance in this game, so I rather just... But she's really cool.
Great!
Two people walking side by side, enveloped by the sound of waves as sun-kissed horizon disappears into the darkness of a starry sky stretch overhead. I wonder what the others would think if they saw us like this. That we had something special. They would think we had something special between us.
Wow!
Oh, well, aren't you daring? You wouldn't want me to see you in a whole new light, would you? I do wonder, though. What's gonna happen when you find that special someone? I suppose it stands as much a chance as any other, no? But shall we head to the fire? We don't want the others to worry if we're not back before dark. Wow, I can sense the Mogla flowing through the flames. I'm not really one to beg a deity for anything, but given the situation we're in, anything's worth a try. Do you dislike the idea of praying for help? Nothing against it, per se. I just prefer to take action than leave it to someone else's hands, no matter how godly. Not to say I think I'm some kind of superwoman that can bend fate to work out exactly as I want it to. Being Rella's little sister, becoming a songstress, helping the prince, meeting you, and standing here now. You can't chalk all of that to sheer force of will. There's got to be a grander power that's guiding me along, no matter how gently. So let's get to it, shall we? We're going to pray to the dragon god for our efforts to bear fruit. Wait, why is the paper so puny? You don't expect me to fit my every wish in such a small space, do you? Do you? It's late, isn't it? But hey, can I perhaps stay with you a little longer? There's something I want to give you, Phantom.
Well?
It's nothing so special. I just wanted you to know I appreciate that you're always doing your best. I picked out something I would have thought that would sit you.
Sure.
Thank you. It's really nice of you. If you keep up this pace, who knows, maybe one day you'll be a man strong enough to be worthy of me. Don't keep me waiting.
Bye.
There, now we can head back. Oh, wow, actually. I might use that for him if he... You okay, though?
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really?
Oh, man.
Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but... he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end... he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and... it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves.
Oh, he was there.
And Lady Juna was right there with him.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to
Oh
Count
my
Luis?
god.
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance.
Fudge. Come on, guys. How are we not as sneaky as that?
I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
Oh god. So tonight's our last night on the island. Alright. When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making a journey to Altaberg with hope in our hearts. But the waves rock us then. We prepare ourselves for the trials to come. I hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down. Well, I just hope we can get off here without being attacked.
I beg your pardon.
Well, fam, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother, and we'll miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
I cannot have my stomach grumbling well afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. The trouble is finding food that will not spoil.
What do you want to do?
We depart for the island tomorrow, so you should see the opportunity to relax and get some sleep while you still can.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I must say, I'm sad to leave the island off, if for no other reason than every meal here has been utter delight. I'm almost certain you had the same thing when we left Bralhaven and Martira. A new world cuisine is but a few days away if you just be patient. Mind you, tongue stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you really are taking this hard. Oh, when you said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
Hold on.
Okay then.
Alright.
Grand, isn't it?
All right then.
Let's go.
Well, I mean, we can just come back here, right?
I beg your pardon.
All right then.
Da, ba.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted.
I am kind of nervous about how this is going to go.
Aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of Salus? Mr. Buckland was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back, with some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
So where are we heading?
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Here's Altaberry Heights. Quite a ways. Think we'll make it in time. Without a problem. This fine wind will make us will have us making landfall by tomorrow. So the whole trip should be by 2 nights within 3 days of travel. So I only have to endure 1 day of being rock sick. Now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for stroll's sake, let's make haste. Full speed ahead to Altaberry Heights, capital of Montario. Take care, you don't. Oh well, we're in time.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Well, at least on this journey we don't have to worry about seeing a monster anymore. Oh, we already seen this. I'll hang out with you, Hulkenberg. I was just thinking I'd ponder some. Oh, here we go.
All right.
You see?
Okay, let me demonstrate. Oh, you know, my piece, the foot soldiers.
What should we do?
That means
my archers can danger from afar. Bows can match the range of a knighter, but 'twill be a war of attrition that your own forces will surely suffer heavy losses. Oh.
all right.
Dang, it's hard to find.
Well then.
Alright, well.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
We should reach the city but the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altabury. Who can I talk to?
All right then.
You know what, you fell, Phantom View. Oh, Phantom. Are you free at the moment? I finished meditating. I'd like to talk to you for a bit if you don't mind. Sure. I only heard about the outside world from important books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today I will travel those lands myself. I never would have had the confidence to attempt such an adventure on my own. I'm truly glad to have met you and everyone else, Phantom.
Yeah.
We're all glad to have you here with us. Yes, you have all been incredibly kind. Our conversations have made me feel quite welcome. Speaking of which, Joanna graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. She said, make sure you keep your one eye on your wallet whenever you're in town, and never, ever follow a stranger somewhere. Juna's kindness truly knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people watching over me. Oh, that reminds me, I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey, Phantom? I must admit, I'm somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It is my hope that one day, when this is all over, that I may visit it.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having so much fun talking with you, the time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so accordingly its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Well, let's keep our hopes high. Yeah, this is not gonna go super well, I feel like. Our authoritative travel log and guide of lands outside the island has been fully annotated by Yufa. Oh, tolerance. Ooh, yeah, let's read this. Okay. The travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mistari author's first-hand experience. It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mistari people face living outside the island. Yufa must really have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is in nearly tatters. Literally totally foreign culture sounds too difficult, and yet the author and Yuva are jumping right into it. Okay.
All right.
Come look at this.
Oh wow, oh, what we were seeing.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Colorodeo Cliff. Wow, that's actually pretty beautiful.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off the precipice would be unfathomably terrifying and exhilarating, I imagine. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into the distance. Damned bald-faced sanctus buffoons! Oh, sorry, scullions? Yeah. Oh. Oi, what's going into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I am reminded of the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I will let try at my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn!
Yes.
I'm with you there. How amusing. I would like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intend to do it, but the words won't come out at all, and oh, this girl's just too charming. Charming. Never change love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about?
All right.
As for me...
Then I suppose it's the old Nuas's turn. I prepare a list of complaints I wish to recite to you all on a daily basis, and... Rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions. But I must scream! As always, I draw this place here. I can give that to Maria.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's going to happen.
All right, then.
Yep.
All right, then.
Let's go.
Sorry about that.
Well met.
I was supposed to be overboarding with free time as I am. Certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. The idea appeals. Why don't we talk a bit?
Magnificent.
Virgo Island was truly splendid. To think that so many delicacies could be found in one place. I make no hesitation in declaring it a blessed island, what with its myriad of fish species and rare species. Oh, but the Serpentia dishes were what truly moved me.
That's right.
It had a stimulating
Indeed.
taste. I must hardly agree. The way it was grilled with a plethora of spices was truly remarkable. The braised dish served with a soup was also delicious. According to the locals, Serpentia is best served fermented and consumed raw. It's a shame we arrived when the dish was out of season. But I digress. Our focus turns to our next destination, Altabury. To save His Highness the Prince, we cannot fail at eliminating Luis.
Now then.
However, Luis is one of the strongest mages alive. We acquired the Divine Relic, but it would truly be enough to cut him down? No, forgive me. Such as a certainty It is not for a cause. Upon our arrival at Altabury, I shall erase my doubts, with aid of good meal. The cuisine of that city is quite familiar to me. I believe no rather. I no doubt that both the meal and our mission will be rousing successes.
Now then.
Is that for?
Imagination. Why, that's...
Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's nearly time.
Tis only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodius over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him on our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details. Well, we just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to say a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it.
Alright then.
Oh boy. I can't blame you for feeling nervous after all. We know what's coming. Let's get my wisdom in check. Alright.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what you have to say.
Alright.
Oh, okay, well.
Nura speaking.
This is Noras. I got something on the old girl's radar, so we're taking a short stop. Oh, another.
Before Altabury's mountains,
Oh.
the Gauntlet Runner sets upon
the?
the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Just look at it.
Oh, these bridges are huge. This is an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. Ah, that makes sense, but if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people will end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here. Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it. It is valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magma that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives come to an end here.
Now then.
There we go.
Wisdom. Why, that...
Hey.
Something wrong, Neuros. Your face has gone blue.
That...
Behind you, Neuros. I just saw... Oh, do refrain from doing that again. Things of this matter are not my forte. Why, Neuros, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I'm a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure, so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to make such a fuss. I would like to give those who die a proper send-off, and you this within that mind.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury.
Truly, I never thought I would see it in person.
What is that giant structure? The monolith. In Sanctus scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
Okay, here we go. We decided to present Luis with Dracodois, Lance of the Giant God, aboard his Gauntlet Runner, to Charidestrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raze their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple.
Jesus Christ, bro.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day Festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the lance passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand.
That's true.
And we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Here's as good as any spot to make camp.
Why? That's worse than staying in the runner.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of...
If there's a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one that's in the town. It is called Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, but very little that would point him to Mustari's roots.
Certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. So cold. At least Hulkenberg's in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though? You know what? I think I'm going to stop here. Yeah, I'm going to stop here. It is a little bit late. It is midnight where on the time I'm streaming right now, so I think that's a good. Didn't do any combats, unfortunately. I might stream this again tomorrow, early in the day, depending on how things go. Tomorrow is scheduled for Baldur's Gate 3 with Tricky, but that could change anytime, honestly. So I'll have this in case if anything goes differently. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for all the people who came by and chat and say hello, and for all the bits, and for all the support. I very much appreciate it, very much. For those watching the YouTube VODs, leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, just the VODs will be usually uploaded the day after. So next time I'll play this game should be around this time next week, or later tomorrow, depending for those watching the stream, and possibly this weekend. But we'll see. Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you guys stay healthy. Until then, see ya.